Hi guys, Tara Malarkey here. Just wanted to pop on here and give you a little transmission around high ticket sales. It's been so clear to me recently that so many of you are not selling at your highest level because of a few reasons that I'm going to share with you today. So if you have any questions while I'm here around high ticket sales, how you can increase your price, how you can continue to make offers, and really have a high ticket business, that's what I want to talk to you about today. You guys know that Seven Figure Femme is a frequency of financial sovereignty for each individual woman so that we can change the collective energy of the feminine. And the feminine has traditionally been sort of like in this broke template, especially the healer archetype. She's been in this broke template of striving and suffering and struggling. And so we are here to liberate us from that right now. And right now on the planet is the time to do that. We're just in an amazing time where embodying a different frequency of ease and abundance and prosperity is available to us. So my goal, my mission, my purpose is to transmit to you all a frequency that you can begin to receive from me so you can start to embody it yourself. And what that does is kind of, it really transmits a new frequency for you out into the world, and then you start to calibrate at another level. And there's a few things that I want to talk to you about today, both strategic and energetic, that's going to allow you to start to transmit a new frequency, and then the universe is going to start to mirror back to you something different than you've experienced up until now. So what I want you to start to do immediately is change actually your words. If up until now, right, you haven't been selling at the level that you want to sell, if you haven't been charging really higher end prices, if you haven't had clarity on what your offer is, if you haven't had clarity on what the pricing is, if you haven't received clients, mirroring back to you that they have the money and they would like to invest with you, I want you to change any way in which you might be saying, like, I can't, it's not working, that's not going to happen, clients aren't going to pay that, right? All of these kinds of beliefs. And I want you to start to change it to up until now. Up until now, I've had the experience that people have told me they haven't had the money. Up until now, I've had the experience that they haven't seen the value in what I do for them to part with $5,000 or $10,000 for us to do work together. Up until now. Do you see how that's a frequency shift in and of itself? Because you are now allowing there to be space for there to be a change from today forward. You are saying, that has been my experience up until now, but I'm also available for something new to start to happen. If you say it in the present, current reality sense, then you are affirming what is your current reality is going to be your future reality. You're saying that this is what you know to be true and this is what you expect to be true in the future. You see, it's very important that you start with, really it starts with your mind, but sometimes it's hard to kind of know what's going on in your mind. And the best way you can start to know what's going on in your mind is by the words that you're using. All of my students in High Ticket Empress know that one of the things I do a lot is call them out on their words that they type into the chat and also speak to me when I'm coaching them every week. Because if it is limiting or scarce or past tense, then I will call them into changing the way that they say it so that they can affirm a future that is different. So the main reason that you haven't been selling at the level that you want to sell at is because your belief is not there yet. You're super afraid that people aren't going to pay it. And that may be because you've had people reflect to you back all of this scarcity money stuff. And so that's sort of been what you also believe, that money is scarce and you're kind of taking away from someone if they invest with you, and you're afraid to do that. You're also afraid that they're not going to get results. There's a lot of fear around it, a lot of fear, right? So you want to start to notice that. When you believe that your work, when you truly believe that it's transformational and that your person, your client is going to see it and feel it as transformational, you so much believe that their whole entire life from after the time that you work together, or even when they start and they join with you, is going to be forever changed. And you really do believe that. No matter kind of the experience that they have, you see, you know it to be true, then everything starts to shift because people start to feel your belief. And that's what they want to feel from you before they invest with you, right? Because you're going to be holding a container for their future self as well. So you need to have a strong and tight container. If you don't, they will feel it's like leaky energy and that you can't hold them and their future self and what they're wanting to create. And that's what coaching is. Yes? So your belief, you got to assess your belief. And if there's anything, then number 2 around your worthiness, feeling worthy to embody abundant business. Imagine if you were making 4 sales a month at $5K. Let's just say that's your dream right now. It's $20,000 a month. It's $240,000 a year. That would change your life, change your family's life. It would give you much more cash flow. You'd be able to live maybe in the house that you want to live in and have the car that you want and all that stuff, right, would start to happen. The only reason that you don't have that right now is because some part of you doesn't feel worthy and deserving of that. Yes? And you kind of already know this, so I want to transmit to you that if you can just allow yourself, allow me, and allow yourself to receive a whole new frequency that says that you are worthy now. You've done all the work. There's nothing else to do before you start charging. One of my students came to our call this morning and she said, I'm doing these free sessions and, I'm afraid that, all of a sudden I'm going to start offering a $5,000 program when these people are used to me offering a $150 session. So I'm just like, I don't know how to get right with this. And so I said, well, you see what, number 1, how you're seeing a problem where there is no problem. Yes, because only money junk brings that up. If you don't feel like there's anything wrong with that and that really it's not taking away from anyone and that what's the difference between $100 and $5,000, right? It's energy. And in fact, when a client invests a lot more, what happens? They're a lot more likely to pay attention and get results. So you're actually giving them a gift. And when you really know that the work that you do is going to be transformational for them, you get excited, right? So you get excited to make offers and you know that their whole life is going to shift. And so you start to really feel the worthiness of that. There's nothing you're taking away from someone by charging more. That's the one thing that if there's anything that you can understand and start to understand and know right now for yourself, there's nothing that you're taking away from someone by accepting and receiving, right? You as a feminine queen, you're receiving and then you are giving back, right? The transformational work. But it's what you're doing is holding a container for their future self. You don't have to hustle or make anything happen or be codependent with them or do things for them. You're just holding them to what they want. Their future self knows where they're going. You came here as this person, a transformational leader, to do this work. And so charging appropriately is a gift that you're giving this other person for them to step into the highest level that they're available for right now. Charging them any less than that is not serving them at all. And it actually signifies that you have some wounds around self-abandonment and not being self-attuned because you're more attuned to the other person and kind of like all in that broke template with them. Like, oh my God, it's too much for them. Oh, I can't charge that much. I would be taking away from them. And like, what about the people that can't afford it? All of that stuff is not serving anyone. So just bring light to it. Okay. Number 3, finally, is inbound leads. Here's the thing. If you're not making daily offers and if people are not coming to you and you're not getting consistent people interested in your work, of course, you're going to doubt that people are going to pay for it. So the sooner you can learn how to get a system that actually showcases your expertise, it's a sales process. It showcases your expertise and it brings leads to you, people that are actually genuinely interested in taking the next step and perhaps investing with you, and you're consistently making offers, you will doubt yourself. If you don't have that, you will consistently doubt yourself. You will doubt that there's people who will pay it. You will doubt that that your program is worth it, right? Because you're not in it, doing it, making offers, right? You need to be in the pulse of it, making your offer super relentlessly confident out there in the world, which is a feedback loop for you. The universe gets to show you how you're actually in your genius zone, giving your work, making offers, asking people to step up and step in and step up and step in. It's a gift. And you see how that pulsation is totally different than if you're like day in, day out, like, where is the next client going to come from? I just heard no on a sales call. These people won't even pay $297. There's no way they're going to pay $5,000. This is all false, but you're telling yourself because you just keep attracting these same circumstances that are telling you that that's the truth, but it's not the truth. So it's just really a new reality. That's why I say this is a feminine frequency. It's a frequency. It's a quantum level shift into a new reality that is available to you right now, but only if you choose it. Only if you choose it. But I love you guys. If you have questions, I'll check back later. Just start making some high-end offers, babe. People are out there. They're paying for it. Just squash the limiting beliefs. They're not serving you. And of course, like always, if you need assistance, if you want our assistance with crafting your offer, even if you don't know what your offer is right now, your high-end offer, if you don't know how to craft that program, make sure that it's quality so that you can feel confident in charging high ticket. If you don't know how much you can charge and if you can actually charge $5,000 or more. And if you don't know how to set up this sales system that I talk about that brings you leads on autopilot, right? Every day you can wake up to new leads that are interested, then you need to book a call with my team. And we'll just map it out for you individually on that call, whether what your niche is can be sold for high ticket and how the sales system could work for you, okay? And just a little note, guys. Yeah, Laura. Oh, I see your comment. That's awesome. Thank you so much. The price, the investment for High Ticket Empress, if you've been on the fence, is going up. We actually slowed down enrollment recently because we've been making some changes behind the scenes. But the price is going up on September 1st. So if you have been thinking about joining us, now would be a great time because you would save 25%. And once the price goes up, it doesn't go back down. All right. So I love you guys. And I'll put the link below to book a call with our team and just go out there. Now's the time. Bye.